What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good? It's night right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating and drinking.
Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I'm back. But yet another review. This is going to be our review for Insecure. It is season 5. It is episode 5. It is entitled Surviving. Okay. So we start off with Molly getting her blocks ate out. Baby, Molly got the kids spelling her name in her cooch with their tongue. It was a lot going on. Molly, girl. We back to old Molly. I ain't mad at it, honey. Get it how you live, honey. Get it how you live, honey. Girl. I'm trying to figure out, like, you got to be really in tune with your insides to really, like, know that, okay, they're spelling the letter M and then the letter O. Because I'm thinking, like, she thought he was doing the A instead of an O. But if you think about it, L comes right after the O in Molly. So he could have been doing, like, the O and then trying to do the L right after it. And maybe she thought that was an A. Am I really thinking too much into this? Like, I'm really putting a lot of thought into Molly and her coochie tricks that her dude is doing in her cooch. Dude was a nice little piece of brown skin chocolate, you know, milk chocolate over there. Child. Anyway, she looks at her phone. She got a bunch of messages from her dad, and next thing we know, she at the hospital. Her mama done had a stroke, and so they're there, and then the hospital doctor guy comes in and said, "Listen, it's time. Y'all need to say y'all piece. Your mama is about to leave here." And they all about to lose their mind and go into the room. And it's the wrong goddamn person. Listen, listen. You know what? That reminds me of, I don't like to be morbid, but I remember when my grandmother passed and we had to part where we had to go view the body before right before before they had the public view and the family goes in to make sure everything is right. So we went in there and they opened the casket and we looked and we were like, who is this woman? That's not that. No, that's not. That's not her. And I don't know if we were like in disbelief or, but it really did look like her. Like the wig that they had her on was like, what is this? And then they had her on makeup, and my grandmother never wore makeup, and we were just, it was just way. And so the only way I knew it was her is I had to look at her arm, and I was like, oh, that is her. And so then we literally had to go and fix her up and make her look back like her. Anyway, but that wasn't her mama. And so he was like, "Oh, that's the wrong person." So they took her to the right person. Her mama isn't dying, but her mama is still unconscious and not in good condition. Molly talked to the hospital staff. Lady said, "Listen, I know my dad is the next of kin. Y'all calling him and tell him everything. Y'all need to come call me too. Call me. I need to be informed of everything that's going on. You know, she's trying to be helicopter child. You know, helicopter. You know, family member where she's hovering over everything and wants to try and control everything. Mm-mm. I guess that's her way of coping, or that's her way of dealing with the situation. But anyway, Issa, we see her. She done stayed the night over to Nathan's house, Strugglebeard's house, and they having their little, quirky little. Hey, what are we doing here? I guess we really gonna try and do this, but we gonna take it slow. But later we find out that they ain't really take it slow, honey. Child. Um. And so Issa calls Molly, because they had this conversation about Issa supposed to be going to lunch with Molly, and then maybe she would go to lunch with Nathan instead or whatever, because they were both free. So she calls Molly, and she's joking, and Molly told her, Issa was like, oh shit, oh. So Issa goes to the hospital and finds out, all about Molly's mom having a stroke or whatever. Molly still got on her whole stroll clothes, okay, the clothes that she had down there when she was on the whole stroll getting her blocks ate out. Child. Still looking like a whole ass whore. Anyway, so Issa was like, girl, you want to put on some clothes? Girl, mama had this side out, that back out, the front out, child. Had the easy access slit that go all the way up to her, hip. Child, a mess. The kind that you could just slide to the side because you ain't got on no drawers and you could just slide to the side. He could beat it, child. Anyway, so Issa had on like one of those, the block is hot for her company, my block or whatever it's called, had on like a sweatshirt and some jeans. And so she let Molly put on that. She put on Molly Holstro clothes and said, "Girl, let me go to your house and get you some more clothes." And so Nathan ended up coming back and took her to the house. So anyway, um, Issa and Nathan had a whole conversation. Oh, this really let me know I need to call my mama. And so Nathan said, "Yeah, I called my mama too, so I can make sure, I check in with her and make sure she good." Anyway, they go to Molly's house and they forgot Molly got a whole dog that they got to try and take care of or whatever. So they take the dog. Flavor Flav is the name of the dog. Anyway, so they go out and take the dog, walk the dog or whatever after Issa pick out clothes for Molly. Mind you, Issa, instead of putting on some clothes and picking Molly an outfit, she put on the outfit that she wanted Molly to wear. Like that part didn't make sense to me, but I guess I'm gonna leave that to you girls. Y'all women's is y'all that's y'all department. Anyway, um, so I remember Issa's mom called her back and they had a whole conversation and stuff about some book club or whatever. So Issa's mom heard Nathan in the background and saw Issa kept looking at Nathan and was like, "Who is that? You look at that?" And Nathan came on there and introduced himself as Issa's boyfriend. But I thought y'all weren't trying to take it fast. Y'all was trying to take it slow. Hmm. Anyway, Um, so there, back at the hospital, Molly was having this whole conversation with the nurse. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. You need to do that. WebMD say so and so. Girl. That would be like somebody going to her job and telling her, "Girl, LegalZoom says such and such. Are you doing such and such? Because I saw this on LegalZoom.com." She would get real offended if somebody did that to her. But she want to go all WebMD on somebody else. Go get your life in order, Molly. Get your life in order. Anyway, come to find out, the dad and the mom had been keeping from the kid, from Molly and her brothers, that the mom had already had a stroke before. It was a small, minor stroke, but had a stroke before, and so forth. Child, a mess. Anyway, back down with Issa and Flavor Flav and Nathan Struggle Beard. They lost the dog. The dog got loose from the chain. They were out here looking for the dog, whatever. They found the dog eventually, but somewhere Issa and Nathan is having this conversation, and I forgot what he said, but he said something, and she was like, "See, that's why I love you." And he looked like, so he's telling her mom that he's her boyfriend. She's telling him she loved him, but y'all wanted to take it slow. This is a recipe for disaster. A recipe for they should not be together at all. Anyway, this is a mess. A mess. A goddamn mess. Anyway, just like they lost their dog, and that could have been a whole fiasco, this relationship is gonna be a whole fiasco. Um, I mean, they just moving way too fast. The doctor comes in, the rest of the family had went to go get some food or something, and then Molly was in there with her mom. So the doctor comes in and tell her, "Listen, boo, it's not it's bad. Like she's not dying, but there is going to be probably lasting and permanent paralysis, and she has to tell the rest of the family or whatnot, and she's having a bad time. Like it really made me sad when Molly laid on her mom. She got on that bed and laid on her mom, and I can just, oh my god, I've been there, I've been there, and so like everything is like out of her control, out of her hands. Like I know, oh, I don't even want to go back down that road because I done been there before. Anyway, um, so Issa comes back after they found the dog and put the dog back, and she brought clothes and what? Well, she had on clothes. She didn't bring clothes. She just had on clothes. Anyway, so Molly ended up having to, I guess, tell the rest of the family about the prognosis or whatnot. So Issa's walking around the hospital, and in her walking around the hospital, she go around a corner, and who does she see? Lawrence with the baby and candy coated raindrops. Okay, child, coconut oil, and Lawrence and the baby was, had a appointment or something, and Issa sees them, and you could tell she can't deal with it. She ain't over Lawrence. She stick, and it goes off from there. And baby, the perfect song came right after that, where it was like, "Woo child." That was the name of the song. It was a great song. I gotta go download that song. And it came like right after Issa had that awkward ass moment um where she saw Lawrence and Condom Reservoir, and and you could feel like, oh my god, you could sense her saying, oh, I still love him. I still, what am I doing with Nathan? And it was like, whoosh, like the song said it right as I was saying it. It was a mess. It was a mess, but I loved it. That song was so perfect at the end, and it went off from there. Listen, this is about to be a whole mess because Issa is now brought face to face back with reality. Back to reality, bitch. As you over here trying to build a whole marriage with struggle beard over here with pretty eyes, knowing you still in love with Lawrence. Just a mess. Just a mess. Child, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, honey. Cause ooh, that's all I got for y'all. Until next week, y'all lay around for our panel, for the Insecure panel. Me, really be Darren Green TV. Sometime this week, it's gonna be on Darren Green TV's channel this week. So y'all lay around for it. We'll catch y'all there. Let's get in the comment section and do what we do. Good about what we saw. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.